Hello everyone, today I have something for sweet lovers. I'm gonna show you how you can make delicious stuffed pork loin with sweet potato mash, burnt peppers and red wine sauce. So let's do it. And let's start with the stuffing. You will need bacon, apples, spinach, garlic, thyme, salt and pepper. I'm using these sweet apples, but you can use even sour ones. So I just peel them and chop them into small dices. I chop garlic and fresh thyme roughly, and let's cook it. I start with bacon, render all the fat down, and in a few minutes I put the garlic and thyme. When you get nice color, you can put your spinach in, season it with salt and pepper, cook it for around 1 minute, and then finish it with apples. You want to just sear them a little bit, don't overcook them, and the filling is done. I leave it on the side and let's prepare the meat. I have here a nice piece of pork loin, and the first step is to open it like a book. You can cut it thin straight away, or you can use a meal mallet to help you out like I do. Then you have to season the meat, at least with salt and pepper, and you can spread the filling on the top. I roll it nice and tight, and to keep everything together I use a batched wine. This is really a big piece of meat, so I season it even outside, and let's sear it. And of course, one piece have to go to my food inspector, because how do I know if the meat is good, right? I use a bit of vegetable oil, very high heat, and I sear the meat around properly. You can bake it alone on the pan, but I want to put some vegetables underneath to get bonus flavor and also create some sauce later on. So I chop some carrots and onions, mix them with chicken stock and red wine, and then I put the meat on the top. I'm using roughly 2 parts of chicken stock and 1 part of red wine. And now is the difficult part, to find out how long to bake it. In my case it will be easy, because I'm using my wireless meat thermometer, where I can set up the kind of the meat and the temperature I want to reach, and the app on the phone lets me know when to take it out. So I preheat the oven to 180 degrees Celsius and I put the meat in. And by the way, if you would like to get this meter for yourself, I have a link for it in the description down below, so you can check it out. So the meat is inside the oven, and now let's start with my sweet potato mash. So I peel few sweet potatoes, chop them to a similar size, cover them with water, season them with salt and cook them until soft. Then you can strain it and mash it. I'm using this tool, but you can mash it in different ways. Or for super smoothness, you have to use some sort of strainer. Sometimes you can also glaze your meat with a liquid, so keep it nice and moist. For the mash seasoning, I will use good amount of butter, salt, garlic powder and a bit chili powder. And the mash is done. Not a perfect smooth, because I didn't strain it, but for this recipe it will work. At this time, is meat cooked enough? It was in the oven for around 1 hour, so I take it out now and leave it on the side to rest for at least 10 to 15 minutes. And in meantime, I will make my pepper garnish and the sauce. So I glaze 1 bell pepper with a bit of oil and I will bake it at 250 degrees Celsius for around 10 minutes. In the meantime, I strain the liquid from the meat and reduce it. When the pepper gets a bit softer, I take it out from the oven and I burn it more with a blue torch so I get nice smoked flavor. And I close it in the container for a few minutes so I can peel it later on. I finish my sauce with mustard and butter and my delicious red wine sauce will be ready for the plating. The pepper was in the container for around 5 minutes, so I can peel it easily now and cut nice portions. And the last thing I have to do is to cut the meat, and let's do the plating. And quick notice for you guys, I have time for 2 more students for my personal coaching now. So if you're passionate home cook and would you like to take your cooking to the next level with me and learn all the basics of fine dining, everything from creating your own dishes to a different cooking techniques, time and heat management or plating, basically everything you need to cook professional fine dining dishes at home for your friends and family with creativity, without just copying random recipes from the internet and without wasting time with trial and error methods. You have chance now. Check out the link in description down below and apply on my website. And if you will be good fit, I will personally help you with your cooking goals. For today's plating, I will use this beautiful white plate from sponsor of this video, Apollo Box. These guys have so many elegant plates, so if you want to level up your plating game, I totally recommend you to check out their website and pick a few for you. Because if you want to make professional looking dishes at home, you cannot use just basic plates everyone has at home. And if you use coupon code M20, you will get $20 off on your order. Check out more details in the description down below. And now let's finish the dish. I start with my sweet and a bit spicy mashed potato. Then is coming nice piece of my pork loin roulade. A few pieces of burnt bell pepper. For my herbs, I use nasturtium leaves and carrot tops. And I finish everything with red wine sauce with a bit of mustard. So what do you think, guys? Personally, I'm very happy with the end result. Nice colors and the meat is cooked perfectly. But I'm curious, what do you think? Let me know in the comments. And if you want to get inspiration for another pork recipe, check out this video and learn how you can make my dish with pork tenderloin, mushrooms and corn. Thank you for watching and I see you soon.